Okay, so now we're back, and now we're going to be looking at different doors. So how do we add doors? We select door. Now, when you first look at the project, the only thing you're going to see for doors is the single flush door. Well, that's no good for an exterior door, really. So over here you have an option called Load Family. Okay, so let's check that out and load on Family Doors. Okay, let's see what we want for our front door. I want a single door with side lights. But you actually, and it shows you a picture of it, by the way, and I like these raised panel type of doors. That's the only one with side lights. You've also got the option for a front door, which would work nicely, is a single decorative door, which this is nice for a front door. This is a cold room. This is like for a refrigeration room in a kitchen, like if you're doing a commercial, like a restaurant or something, by the way. You've got sliding closet doors, sliding 2-panel doors. This is more like a glass door. Sliding glass door, single decorative, single flush vision, single flush. That's the one that's located there. The one thing these don't come with is doorknobs, which I find fascinating. But anyway, that's a single glass panel, single glass with 4 panels, and all these different types of things. Now these are panel doors, just a regular panel door. So it's a single door with panels. This is also a nice exterior door. But I like the raised panel with side lights, so that's what we're going to use. Okay, and let's say that the front door is located, say, somewhere over here. It's thinking, it's loading this, okay? Now it's going to give me some options with size. So I'm going to go with the 36 by 84 because it is a front door. Now, when I'm placing the door, if I pull my cursor this way or this way, that shows the which way it's going to open, either into the house or out of the house. I want to pull it where my dimensions are down away from the house. I'm sorry, into the house, not down away from the house. When the dimensions are down away from the house, it opens into the house. When the dimensions are into the house, it opens out of the house. Exterior doors open into the house, so the dimensions are going to be down away from the house. Now, I'm going to place that here. Okay. And by the way, once it's in, you can actually change it. Okay. Now, I can tag on placement or not. Places a tag for each element that you place. I am not going to show tag on placement at this time. I will show that, however, when we get into our project. You know what? I'm going to show it now. Let's just go with that. So we're going to tag these on placement. Revit 2012 tags on placement as well. We have to adjust these tags, however. So once we're going to get it placed in, we're going to have to adjust the tag. So we want this, so we'll pull our cursor up a little bit so that the door opens to the inside. Place that where it's approximately 4 feet in, the center of the door. And if you hit your space bar, you change the direction of the swing. I want my door to swing this way. So now I'm going to click and it's going to place it there. Now there's a tag, so it's been tagged. The only thing is I need to edit my tag. So I'm going to select the tag and go to Edit Family. And we're going to change a couple of things in this, okay? So let's start with the text, because that's what I'm selecting right here. Edit my label. Mark is fine. I'm going to edit type. Text size 330 seconds is fine. Arial is fine. Tab size, that's actually okay. So I'm going to leave that alone. It's this part that I'm not liking that much. No, actually 330 seconds is big for one of these door tags. Let's change that. No, it's 330 seconds on the printed page. That should be okay for a 1/4 inch scale plan. We'll leave that alone. If it's an 1/8 inch scale plan, you're going to want to make that a little bit smaller because your doors themselves are going to be really tiny on that 1/8 inch size plan. So just keep that in mind, okay? Now, I think we can move this in just a little bit. Just pull this in a little bit. No, we don't want that. Okay, hold on. Let's see. What I'd like is to add a circle instead. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to create not a reference line, but a line. Click on line, and now it gives me options. I'm going to create a circle. I'm going to kind of go right here in the middle of this and then make a circle. I want my door tags to have a circle, not this thing. So I'm going to edit that and make it so. We're going to do that in our plan too. Now we're going to load it into the project and save it as it is, overwrite the existing version. Now from now on, every door you add is going to have its own circle symbol, which is what you want. Alright, so now let's check this and see about our dimensions. What we're going to do is we're going to pull this here, we're going to click on this until we get this. 2'3" is reasonable space, so we'll leave that alone. Okay, if I needed to change it at this point in time, I would do that. So let's say I want really 2'6", 2 spacebar 6. It's going to move the door over just a little bit for me. Okay, but I'm going to go back to 2'3". So actually I'm going to go with, let's go with 2'3". I'll click that 2 spacebar 3. Okay, and so again, this is part of your design process, and how you want to look at that is totally up to you. Alright, now I need to add windows, but this is one door, okay? Let's add a door that goes into this room. Let's see, this room is 13 by 12. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's make this space right here, click on this, let's make that 15. Okay. And that kind of cuts this area in half. Okay. We'll place a single wall kitchen back here, and the bathrooms and closets to this room here. It's going to be a really tiny little space. Actually, let's check this again. Let's change this to 14 and move it over some. Okay, now we're going to put a door that goes into this room. Put it right around here. Or we could put it right around here, because the bathroom's going to go right here. And we're going to have the bathroom be accessible from the room, I think, and then maybe a closet in between the doors. That will work. Okay, so at this point we're going to be actually adding some more walls, and it's remembered what we did. Okay, so if we want to do a wall here, we're going to make it like, say, 3 foot 3. We're going to make this 2 space 6. All we're drawing is a closet here. And we'll adjust the size of it in a minute. We're just drawing a regular old-fashioned kind of a closet. So let's see how much space we have here. If I move this around and move this around, I've only got 2'7". I need to have 3 feet there. So I'm going to make that 3 feet so I have room for my door. Same thing here. So I have room for my door. Okay, so I've got to have 2 doors kind of right here by this closet area. The rest will be a room. So now I'm going to add doors. As you can see, I'm kind of going as I, making this up as I go. But let's go with a 30 by 84 door coming into the room. And we're going to place it right here where it's kind of in the middle, and you can see it allows me to just pop it into the middle. Gives me 3 inches on either side for the trim, and that will work. Notice it automatically tags it. I've already selected that I want these doors auto tagged. This is why, one of the reasons I really love Revit, I'm not going to have to go back and re-tag any of these things. Okay, so let's do a door that's going to go into what is going to be the bathroom space. We're going to have it open the same way so it doesn't interfere with the bathroom. It's going to be the same. It's not going to be the same height. It's going to be shorter. We'll go with 30 by 80 for this one. Okay, we'll use a shorter door. Those are less expensive. It's just going in here. Okay, so you see what's happening here? All right, let's see how big this is. We're going to measure the inside of it to see how big we want our doors to be, because we have to load another door family. We have 7 feet, so we're going to use a double panel door to get into this space. And we may do 2 sides of the closet here. Now that kind of takes away from the space, but it does help the rod be more secure. So let's draw one more wall right here, midpoint. And on this case, we're going to change how we're drawing the wall. Instead of finish face interior, we're going to go to wall center line, which means that the middle of the wall is at the midpoint. Okay? Same wall we've been using, except with that one exception. Okay? And now we've got space here, 3'3" on each side. So that tells us what kind of door we're going to be placing. So we're going to click door, go back to load family. Okay? Doors, and let's go bifold to panel, and that's what we're going to load in. So let's see what we get here. Bifold to panel, 36 by 84. Let's go with 36 by 80, and we're going to center it here. Right on this space. All right? Now, we're going to use the mirror command. We're going to select this, and we're going to select the door and its mark. You might need to use the control key to do so. Okay, now this gives us mirror pick axis. I'm going to use the center line of the wall and add the other door. Okay, technically we can override this because often we will use the same number for the same doors, and that's okay. You're going to get a warning and just go with it. Okay? Alright, so now we have a door into the room, door into the room. We're going to have to just make our kind of our bathroom space here in a minute, and we'll do like a one, like I said, kind of a kitchenette sort of here, and we'll just have this space as the open space, and that will kind of make an efficient sort of, a small little efficiency area. Okay, but that is adding doors. All right, the next tutorial is going to show how to add some windows.